Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with another installment of Building the Team. So, a couple weeks ago, we played in a 300-point practice, some 300-point practice games. Didn't win with any of the three teams we had. Each team did it. Did a little bit of work. Was never completely shut out. The Brotherhood team did manage to take down a few opposing figures when I played it. The Illuminati, the Shi'ar team actually worked out pretty well. If I had actually gone to the big tournament, I likely would have used that. Whereas the mission point team did get some points, but still not. I feel like it probably would have. I think the idea of the mission point team was good, but I probably should have focused on one specific mission point figure. That way that way there were options. That way I could have a theme. That way I could, that would have a theme. That way I would have all the other stuff. So the extra probs and all that comes with having a theme. So yeah. Anyway, for this next week's game, the build is 400 points. Kind of anything goes. We have a new player joining our group, so it's more or less going to be kind of a practice. It's kind of teaching. Kind of teaching stuff. So nothing too outlandish or meta. So but I really wanted to wait to build teams until I opened up everything I got from War of the Realms, which is good because all three teams include stuff from War of the Realms. So first off, we've got a 400, like I said, it's 400 points. So we've got, and I'm actually not, because of the whole, trying to, fun, practice, teaching type stuff. I'm not using any equipment or anything that would, no power gem. Yeah, I know, shocking, right? No power gem, no all black, so on and so forth. But so yeah, first up we got ourselves a Guardians of the Galaxy team. I've been wanting to build a Guardians team since Empire, but Empire didn't really have a massive number of. It didn't have a good number, but there were still some characters I really wanted to use, and in fact, to be fair, some of them I still want to use because I couldn't fit them on this team. But kicking things off, we've got Rocket Raccoon. I do love the whole suit look from Al Ewing's run. But Rocket here comes in at 50 points. He has the Guardians team ability, which is first appeared in Empire. What it does, this character's combat values cannot be modified by opposing characters' effects. Okay? But Rocket, like I said, comes in at 50 points. Guardians team ability as well as Guardians of the Galaxy and animal keywords. He has the follow-up trait. Free. Once per turn for all characters with a follow-up trait, make an attack using Rocket Raccoon's printed combat values, but only to target a single character. A single character hit with an attack made by another friendly character with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword. Okay. So the way to kind of go with that would be that Rocket gets carried by someone doing charge or running shot, then afterwards, if they hit, then Rocket makes a free attack. So looking at his dial, we have a couple clicks of running shot and speed, followed by 3 clicks of sidestep, full dial of energy explosion. On attack, on defense, we have 4 clicks of super senses, followed by a click of regeneration at the end. And on damage, we have a full run of leadership. Okay, so that'll be useful. That'll especially work well with the whole follow-up thing because, if they're carrying Rocket, chances are they're going to end up adjacent. So next turn, he's adjacent, and hey, roll leadership, and if you succeed, you can do it all over again. Next, we've got Kitty Pryde. That's right, Kitty Pryde of the X-Men. This is Kitty as Star-Lord. She briefly was Star-Lord at a point. I don't remember. I think it may have been after she was rescued from the Break World Bullet, but I could be mistaken. I just know that it wasn't it happened while I was out of comics, or while I wasn't in. So yeah. Anyway, Kitty comes in at 50 points. She has the Guardians of the X-Men team abilities, as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, and Pirate keywords. She also has improved movement, ignores blocking terrain, and ignores characters. We've got a rally ability. Like all other X-Men, it keys off of opposing attack rolls that include a 5. Free, remove her rally die. If you do, this turn, when a friendly character begins a move adjacent to her, they can use improved movement, ignores blocking terrain for that move, or for that movement. Okay. And it's not a move action, but just move. So charge, running shot, yeah. So basically, she can make them, she can make them intangible. She also has another trait, our new Star-Lord. Characters that start the game on your force that have the Guardians team ability gain the X-Men team ability this game. Okay, alright. That's going to be pretty much the entire team, so. Looking at her dial, we get 2 clicks of running shot, 3 clicks of sidestep, looks a little familiar. A couple clicks of energy explosion, followed by 3 clicks of penetrating psychic blast. Okay. We get some energy or shield deflection on defense, followed by defend with some very beefy combat values. Then on damage, we start off with a couple clicks of leadership, then we get 3 clicks of outwit. Okay. Next up, we have Yondu. Now, there is a long-standing Marvel character named Yondu, who was affiliated with the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he was from the future. With the success of the initial movie, eventually Marvel decided to make a more recognizable version of Yondu and have him in the present. So yeah, he's a space pirate, one of the Ravagers, and loosely affiliated with the Guardians of the Galaxy. But anyways, Yondu comes in at 50 points. He's got the Guardians team ability as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy, Ravagers, Cosmic, and Pirate keywords, and improved targeting ignores elevation. We also have a rally ability that keys off of all attack rolls that include a 3. Remove one of Yondu's rally dice. If you do, this turn Yondu has 2 targets and deals penetrating damage. Okay, alright. Then we look at his dial. We have 3 clicks of running shot to start off with, followed by 2 clicks of sidestep. On defense, we have 3 clicks of initial deflection, followed by 2 clicks of super senses. Then on damage, we open up with 3 clicks of probability control and a couple clicks of outwit to finish things off. Okay, that's nice. Actually, I like that. Next, we've got Kid Loki. So Kid Loki was not among the ones I was really stoked to use, but he's useful. He has there are a few things about him that I want on the team, so yeah. Kid Loki comes in at 50 points, has the Guardians team ability as well as Guardians of the Galaxy, Deity, and Mystical keywords, and we have a trait. We save the galaxy. Power, if Kid Loki is adjacent to a friendly War of the Realms number 53A, the Destroyer, give the Destroyer a move action as free. After resolutions, the Destroyer may make an attack. Now, we're not using the Destroyer. I didn't pull the Destroyer, so that's not going to really matter much. And looking at his dial, we open up with a couple clicks of mind control, then we get some sidestep. On attack, we open up with telekinesis, followed by blades, claws, fangs. Defense, super senses, followed by combat reflexes. Damage, we open up with leadership for a couple of clicks, then we get 3 clicks of probability control. That combination on damage is part of why I decided he had a spot on this team. Next up, we've got Angela. Now, I have been waiting with bated breath for a new Angela. And to be fair, I don't feel like she disappoints. Angela comes in at 50 points, has the Guardian's team ability, as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy, Assassin, Deity, and Warrior keywords. Looking at her dial, we got 3 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of sidestep, a full dial of Blaze Claw's Fangs, 3 clicks of invulnerability, followed by 3 clicks of combat reflexes, and a full dial of exploit weakness. Okay. And as she's a flyer, she can carry Rocket for follow-up, as can Kitty Pryde. Next up, we've got Nova. Nova was one of the figures I was most excited about in War of the Realms. Yeah, he's an uncommon, but it's Nova. We haven't had a Richard Rider Nova in a while. I think since Avengers Infinity, and I don't think I actually even pulled that, so lame. Now Nova comes in at 70 points, has the PD and Guardians team abilities. The PD team ability, when an adjacent friendly character makes a range attack, modify the target's defense -1 if the target is within line of fire of this character. Note it does not state range, just within line of fire. So, but Nova comes in at 70 points. Again, Guardians PD, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Nova Corps, Cosmic, Police, and Soldier keywords. Looking at his dial, we've got 4 clicks of special speed power, the Human Rocket, which grants charge and running shot. When Nova uses charge, if he has no action tokens, don't have speed. Okay, and he's got close combat expert on those first couple clicks, so that'll be useful. Then we get 2 clicks of phasing after Human Rocket. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast, then a couple clicks of Energy Explosion, followed by 2 clicks of Steel Energy. Defense, we open up with Impervious for 2 clicks, then 2 clicks of Toughness, then 2 clicks of Super Senses. Damage, we've got 2 clicks of Close Combat Expert, followed by 2 clicks of Exploit Weakness. Okay, alright. And with those Impervious, he should be sticking around a while, unless, he gets a quick shot on by someone with either Penetrating Psychic Blast or Exploit Weakness. Finally, we have Gamora. Gamora comes in at 80 points, has the Guardians of the Galaxy team ability, as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity Watch, Assassin, Cosmic, and Warrior keywords. We've got improved targeting towards elevation and characters, and may make range attacks out of adjacency, including to target adjacent opposing characters. We also have 2 traits. First off, collecting the Infinity Stones. She has the Ally roll tag. But sideline active, unique modifier. Friendly captains and sidekicks modify attack +1 when attacking 1 or more equipped characters. Okay. Then we have another trait, most dangerous woman in the universe. This grants her super senses. Once per turn, when Gamora hits with a close attack after resolutions, she may make a range attack. Okay. That's neat. That's actually really neat, especially if she charges up on someone with, say, initial deflection, hits, and then maybe knocks them on to, say, toughness. Well, then she can attack again, and or she can shoot them. So yeah. Anyway, looking at her dial, we've got a full run of charge and a full run of Blaze Claw's Fangs. Defense, we got 3 clicks of toughness, followed by 3 clicks of impervious. Damage, we open up with 3 clicks of close combat expert, followed by 3 clicks of exploit weakness. Okay. She'll be bringing the pain. Anyway, moving on here, we have what I refer to as my Marvel Legacy team. It's an Avengers theme team of a sort. But this was another neat idea that I had, and I wanted to see if I could make it work. Since War of the Realms gave us a new Kate Bishop for the first time in a long while. So, starting off, we've got Wolverine. Wolverine comes in at 45 points, has the X-Men team ability as well as the Avengers, Jean Grey Swift for Higher Learning, Weapon X, and X-Men keywords. He also has a Rally ability, which gives him traded regeneration. When he uses it, as with all X-Men, his Rally ability keys off of opposing attack rolls that include a 5. Before rolling the die, you may instead remove his Rally die to use it as a result, which would mean he gets to heal for 3. He gets to heal up 3 clicks. Looking at his dial, we've got 3 clicks of charge and 2 clicks of flurry on speed. full dial of Blaze Claw's Fangs, a full dial of Toughness, and a full dial of Exploit Weakness. Okay. We've looked at. I've used this Wolverine quite a bit. I really like it. So yeah. Next we've got Hawkeye. This is Kate Bishop Hawkeye. Kate here comes in at 50 points. It has the Avengers team ability as well as the Avengers, Young Avengers, Martial Artist, and Spy keywords. Looking at her dial, we open up with a special speed power, Sneak a Peek, which grants running shot and sidestep. This is followed by 3 clicks of regular sidestep. On defense, we open up with a couple clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast, and then we get 3 clicks of Energy Explosion. And she's got 3 targets, so that Energy Explosion will be very useful. On defense, we got a full run of Energy Shield Deflection, and sadly, nothing on damage. Sad, I know. No leadership, no leadership, no range combat expert. Yeah. Moving on, though, we've got Spider-Man with Miles Morales. Miles comes in at 65 points, has the Spider-Man Ally Wildcard team ability as well as the Ultimates team ability, which grants him improved movement and targeting ignores hindering terrain. He also has the Avengers, Champions, Shield, Spider-Man Family, and Ultimates keywords, and improved movement ignores elevation. We also have a trait, Dimensional Travel Watch. I'm not including it. I thought about it, but it just wouldn't be all that. It wouldn't be as useful as I would hope. So yeah. Looking at his dial, on speed we open up with 3 clicks of special power, a slightly different genetically engineered spider, which grants plasticity, sidestep, and stealth. A couple clicks of charge and 1 more click of the special power. Attack, we open up with special power, Shocking Web Blast, Precision Strike. When Spider-Man is given a move action and moves 5 squares or less after resolutions, he can use Incapacitate as range at no cost and may use it to target all opposing characters within range and line of fire. We then get 2 clicks of Super Strength and back to the special power. Defense, we open up with 3 clicks of Super Senses, followed by 3 clicks of Combat Reflexes. Damage, 2 clicks of Outwit, 2 middle clicks with Nothing, and 2 clicks at the end of Shape Change. Alright. So we got Miles. I said this is all about legacy, so, you know. Now we've got Spider-Man, and it's Peter Parker. This is the common from Superior Foes of Spider-Man. Haven't used this guy on a team in a while. But he comes in at 70 points, has the Spider-Man Ally Wildcard team ability, as well as the Avengers, Spider-Man Family, and Scientist keywords, and improved movement ignores elevation. We've also got a trait, Call in Help from the Spider-Verse. Once per turn for all characters with this trait, when Spider-Man hits an opposing character after resolutions, you may roll a d6 that can't be re-rolled. On a 3 through a 6 by another friendly character with the Spider-Man Family keyword adjacent to this character. Okay. Looking at his dial, we've got a couple clicks of charge, a couple clicks of flurry, and a couple clicks of sidestep on speed. On defense, or on attack, all we've got is a couple clicks of super strength. Defense, we open up with a couple clicks of special power. My spider sense is going off like crazy. Spider-Man can use super senses. When he does, increase the result of his roll by 1 for 100 points of the attacking character's cost. Okay? That then gives way to a couple clicks of regular super senses. Then we get 1 more click of the special power and a final click of regular super senses. Damage, we have a couple clicks of Close Combat Expert to start off with, and then a couple end dial clicks of Exploit Weakness. Next up, we've got Hawkeye, and it's Clint. Clint here comes in at 75 points. He has the Team Player Wildcard team ability, as well as the Avengers, Shield, Thunderbolts, and Martial Artist keywords, and improved targeting. May make range attacks out of adjacency, including target of adjacent opposing characters. We have 2 traits. First off is Assembled Avengers. Once per turn, when Hawkeye hits after resolutions, you may roll a d6. On a 5 or a 6, if your force has 3 or more characters with the Avengers keyword, remove an action token from Hawkeye, or give an action token to a hit target. If your force has 6 or more, do both. Well, we got 6, and they'll all have the Avengers keyword, so yeah. His other trait, not tricks, tactical. Precision Strike. Hawkeye may use his precision strike and or range combat expert even while targeting more than one target. Okay, looking at his dial. On speed, we open up with a couple clicks of the special power Hawkeye, which grants running shot, sidestep, and stealth. We get 3 clicks then of regular sidestep, then back to Hawkeye. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of incapacitate, 3 clicks of energy explosion, then back to incapacitate. Defense, we open up with willpower for a couple clicks. So we get 3 clicks of energy shield deflection, then back to willpower. Damage, we open up with a couple of clicks of leadership, and then we get 3 or 4 clicks of ranged combat expert. Not too shabby. And finally, our last member of the team, the all-new Wolverine. This is another figure I have not used in a very long while, even though I actually really like her. So all-new Wolverine comes at 100 points. She has the all-new X-Men, Circle of 4, Weapon X, X-Force, and X-Men keywords. And we have 3 traits. First off, unexpected team-ups. During force construction, all-new Wolverine gains all the keywords of one character that she shares at least one of her printed keywords with. She'll be that being Wolverine, so she now has the Avengers keyword. Next up, Jonathan the Unstoppable Wolverine. Free. Once per game, generate a Jonathan Bystander. The first time each game that Bystander will be KO'd, instead it isn't. The Bystander has Charge, Blades, and Battle Fury. Finally, Kickstarted Healing Factor. At the beginning of your turn, you may roll a d6 and add the number of action tokens on all-new Wolverine. On a final result of 5 or more, heal 1 click. Okay, looking at her dial, we start and finish on 2 clicks of charge. We got 2 clicks in the middle with nothing on speed. Full dial of Blades, Claws, Fangs, 4 clicks of combat reflexes, followed by 2 clicks of regeneration, 2 clicks of perplex, 2 clicks in the middle on damage with nothing, and 2 clicks at the end with Battle Fury. Okay, alright. So yeah, that's our Marvel Legacy team. And finally, we have another team that I've been itching to build since the pre-release unboxings of War of the Realms. So I'm a big fan of, I've mentioned quite a bit, I love multiverse stuff in comics. One of my favorite Marvel books of the last 20 years was the series Exiles. Exiles was... and it's Marvel the Marvel version. There was also, I mean, Marvel did print the Malibu Ultraverse version for a little while, but that folded. So yeah, when they when they picked up the name and used it for an X-Men related book, the idea was the team was made up of versions of X-Men characters from other realities. The closest thing to a mainstay character has been Blink from the Age of Apocalypse, and they have over the years brought in used other multiversal versions of non-X-Men characters on certain teams. I think the last lineup included a future version of Kamala Khan, as well as Captain Carter and her sidekick Becky Barnes, and some others. Now I've been wanting to do a since Empire, I've been wanting to build, before that even, Rise and Fall, I've been wanting to build an Exiles team. The problem was that I didn't have the points for it. I mean, I could, because there aren't, WizKids doesn't really show the Exiles a whole lot of love. I could probably have built certain lineups that consisted largely of X-Men characters using the X-Men keyword, but I wanted to make an Exiles team, not just an X-Men team that happened to, where a couple member figures happen to also have Exiles. So, and one of the points thing came up with the fact that for a 300 or 400 point team, I was 70 points short. And while I do have an Exiles keyword figure with who comes in at 70 points, he's a prime. And, well, as you'll see with our first figure on the team, we've already got one Prime on the team, so yeah. But yeah, our first figure is T'Chaka the Second. I I vaguely recall the lineup he was part of. Yeah, yeah. This was from the 2009 relaunch. We had more Bestial Beast. We had Wanda. We had like Forge, and we had Polaris. There was some fun stuff involved there. It was what I remember of it was an enjoyable run. Sadly, like most attempts at relaunching the title, though, it didn't last because sales, I'm presuming. But T'Chaka the Second comes in at 45 points, has the Exiles, Wakanda, Ruler, and Warrior keywords, as well as a trait Distracting Banter. Once per turn, when an opposing character within range makes an attack, after all rerolls and die replacements, you may roll a d6 and subtract half the result before finalizing the attack roll. Okay. Now, looking at his dial, we open up with special power Showing Off to Impress the Ladies, which grants Charge, Flurry, and Stealth. We then get a couple clicks of Plasticity for speed. On attack, we've got a straight full run of Blaze Claw's Fangs. Defense, we open up with 3 clicks of Combat Reflexes, which gives way to 2 clicks of Super Senses. Then on damage, we have a full run of Leadership. Okay, alright. Looking good. Next up, we've got Longshot. Longshot would join. This is the normal. It's the 616 version of Longshot that would actually join the Exiles. I want to say it was during their World Tour arc. They ended up on Mojo World, I think. But yeah, Longshot joined them for a while, and well, it was Longshot. It was, they had Longshot on the team. I don't remember any real details about it. The Longshot comes in at 50 points. Has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Excalibur, Exiles Mojoverse, X-Force, or X-Factor, X-Men, and Celebrity keywords, and he has a rally ability, keys off opposing attack rolls of a 5. When Longshot makes an attack, you may replace a die in the attack roll with his rally die. Longshot's rolls of 5 and 5 are critical hits. Okay. Then, looking at his dial, we have a few clicks of Running Shot, followed by 2 clicks of Sidestep, 3 clicks of Incapacitate, followed by 2 clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs, 3 clicks of Initial Deflection, followed by 2 clicks of Super Senses, and a full run of the special power, Born Lucky, I guess, which grants probability control. When Longshot is the target of an attack, he may use it regardless of range and line of fire. Protected, Outwit, and Pulse Wave. Okay. That's actually incredibly useful, and, well, yeah. Next, we've got Blink. As I mentioned, Blink is pretty much the leader of the Exiles, so. But Blink comes in at 60 points, has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Age of Apocalypse, Exiles, Generation X, Jean Grey School for higher learning, New Mutants, Utopia, and X-Men keywords. She also has a rally ability. Again, keys off of opposing attack rolls of the 5. When Blink makes an attack after resolutions, you may remove her rally die to place her or a hit character up to 5 squares away from their current square. Okay. Looking at her dial. Oh, we have another trait. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. This grants phasing teleport. When Blink uses it, she has passenger 3, but only to carry friendly characters that share a keyword with her. Okay, well, they've all got Exiles, so that works. And she's got plenty of keywords that for X-Men teams, but yeah. Anyway, looking at her dial, we have 3 clicks of Running Shot, then 3 clicks of Flurry. On attack, 3 clicks of Blades on the back half. On defense, 3 clicks of Initial Deflection, followed by 3 clicks of Combat Reflexes. Then on damage, we have 3 clicks of Leadership. Okay, alright. We got some leaders around. Next up, we have the reason I was waiting for War of the Realms to build this team, Valkyrie. So I mentioned that before War of the Realms, the team was 70 points short. Well, Valkyrie is exactly 70 points. She has the Asgardian, Exiles, Brute, and Warrior keywords, as well as a trait, Lone Defender of Asgard. Valkyrie can reduce penetrating damage dealt by non-adjacent characters. When Valkyrie is dealt damage by an adjacent character, reduce damage taken by 1, in addition to other effects. Okay, alright. Looking at her dial, we've got 4 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of plasticity. Then we got, on attack, we open up with 4 clicks of special power, Dragon Fang and Gyre. She has Blaze Claw's Fangs, but may use it targeting up to 2 characters, and rolls a separate d6 for each hit character. Then we get 3 clicks of Seal Energy. On defense, we got 4 clicks of Invulnerability, 3 clicks of Toughness, and then on damage, we have 3 clicks of Exploit Weakness on the back end of the dial. Okay, alright. Next, we've got Ricky Barnes. Now, if I remember correctly, Ricky Barnes is the Bucky of the original Heroes Reborn universe. Basically Captain America's teenage sidekick. But Ricky comes in at 75 points, has the team player wildcard ability, as well as the Exiles, Fantastic Four, Shield, Past, and Soldier keywords. We also have improved movement, ignores elevation, improved targeting, ignores characters, and may make ranged attacks have adjacency, including against you. Yeah. Finally, we have a trait. Girl Without a World. The first time Ricky Barnes would be KO'd, instead, turn her to click number 6, then heal her a number of clicks equal to the number of different team abilities that all characters on the map can use. Not just that she can use. So if your opponent has anyone on their team with an uncopyable team ability, well, like say Cosmic Energy, hey, that's a team ability that a character on the map can use, so. But anyway, looking at her dial, on attack we open up with a couple clicks of special power, Dream of a Soldier. Power. In any order, move, make a close attack, make a ranged attack. If she attacks, she uses her printed damage values. Okay. Or depth value. Then we get that for a couple clicks, then we get 3 clicks of running shot, and then back to the special power. Defense, we open up with a couple clicks of Quake, and then we get 3 clicks of Energy Explosion, and a final click of Penetrating Psychic Blast. Defense, we open up with a special power, Right Hand of Heroes, which grants Energy Deflection and Toughness. Adjacent friendly characters that are not on our starting clicks modify defense by +1. Okay, alright. So if someone's taking damage as an adjacent, well, they get +1 defense. Okay, cool. That then gets rid of 3 clicks of Toughness. Then on damage, we open up with a couple clicks of Leadership, 3 clicks of Enhancement, and then a final click of Exploit Weakness. Okay, alright. Which that and the Psychic Blast on the last click will make that special power on the last click very useful. And finally, wrapping things up, we've got Mimik. Mimik was a long-standing member of the Exiles. So, in normal Marvel continuity, 616 universe, Mimik was created and to mimic other mutant powers, including, and generally speaking, when he first appeared, this was during the Silver Age, he basically copied the powers of the original 5 X-Men. And so he would often be seen with goggles similar to Cyclops's, big old hands similar to Beast, wings like Angel, and there'd be snow, and maybe he'd be moving. Maybe he'd also be moving stuff. But Mimik from Exiles was from an Earth where he'd been both a member of the Brotherhood and a member of the X-Men. He'd been a villain, he'd been a hero, and but he was pulled from his Earth to join the Exiles, and he became a long-standing member until he was possessed by Proteus, and they sadly had to kill him. So Mimik comes in at 100 points, or 45, but we're running him at 100. He's got the Brotherhood and X-Men team abilities, as well as the Brotherhood of Mutants, Defenders, Exiles, and X-Men keywords. We have a Rally ability. You can remove his Rally die to choose a displayed standard power on a character within range and line of fire. A friendly character within choose a displayed standard power a character within range of line of fire can use. Mimik can use the chosen power until your next turn. Yeah, we're going to be... We got a few characters with rally dice on this team. By and large, most of those 5s are going to be getting put on Mimik's dial, or on Mimik's card. Then we have another trait, Power Mimicry. At the beginning of the game, give a Mimicry token to a character on your sideline with a point cost less than or equal to Mimik, and with the X-Men or Brotherhood of Mutants keyword. Mimik can use the displayed standard powers on the starting dial of the character with his Mimicry token. Okay, so looking at his dial, nothing on speed or attack. Defense, however, we get 2 clicks of toughness, then we get a special power, desperately picking up powers. The stop click, and grants toughness. When this click is first revealed, you may move the Mimicry token to another character with the X-Men or Brotherhood keyword on your sideline if able. Then, yeah, just 2 clicks of toughness, back to the special power, and 1 final click of toughness. Damage, we've got 4 clicks of leadership. So, we do have some characters we're putting up. We got a few characters we're putting on the sideline. For that, we definitely need a sideline. So, I looked at this as kind of, okay, we'll need useful standard powers. So, kicking things off, we've got Kid Gladiator. Kid Gladiator does have the X-Men team keyword and team ability, but on his starting dial, we've got Running Shot, we've got Penetrating Psychic Blast, and we've got Impervious. Well, that'll definitely be good. Then we've got Wolverine from Empire. So this Wolverine, on his starting click, he's got Charge, Blaze Claw's Fangs, Invulnerability, and Exploit Weakness. So, again, you need options. And you're getting options. Next, we have Duke Pool. On Duke Pool's starting click, just when it comes to standard powers, we've got Penetrating Psychic Blast, we've got Impervious, and we've got Probability Control. Okay, alright. Not sure you're going to be able to hit, but, still want to at least do some penetrating damage? Well, there's your boy. Except that you don't... Problem there being, he can't move. So, yeah. Finally, we've got Destiny. On Destiny's starting click, we've got Stealth, Super Senses, and Probability Control. I would honestly hold off on using but yeah, the idea is basically it's going to be constant. It's going to be utilizing kind of honestly see what the other guy is packing for that game and pick accordingly. Most likely, it'll either be Wolverine or Kid Gladiator that starts off with the Mimicry token. But anyway, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.